Level 1, the errand runner. The call comes at 2:13 a.m. Your phone vibrates on a cracked nightstand in a room that smells like cheap detergent and old cigarettes. You answer before the second buzz. "Get dressed," a voice says, "and don't be late." The line goes dead. You don't ask questions, not here, not in this city. You pull on a black hoodie and step into the cold. Streetlights buzz overhead like dying insects. The sidewalks are empty, but you still check behind you twice. You've already learned the first rule: someone is always watching. The address leads to a liquor store that closed 2 hours ago. The metal gate is halfway down. A man stands beside it smoking. He doesn't introduce himself. He hands you a gym bag. Take it to 4th and Palmer, red door, knock twice. You don't ask what's inside. That's rule 2. You walk 6 blocks with the bag pulling at your shoulder. Cars pass slowly. Every pair of headlights feels like an interrogation. The bag contains $80,000 in vacuum-sealed bricks. You don't know that yet, but you will. The red door opens 2 inches after your second knock. A hand reaches out, grabs the bag, and disappears. No thank you, no goodbye. You walk back through quiet streets feeling something new growing in your chest. Not fear, belonging. You just ran your first job. Tomorrow night, there will be another. At this level, you are invisible. You move envelopes, drop packages, deliver phones that must never be traced. Sometimes it's cash, sometimes it's pills, sometimes it's things you pretend not to recognize. You earn $200 a run, sometimes $500 if it's risky. In a good week, you clear $2,000, cash only. None of it touches a bank. The work teaches you the city differently than maps ever could. You learn which alleys stay dark, which cops take cash, which buildings have cameras and which ones mysteriously don't. The system starts to reveal itself. You begin noticing faces, the same men in different places, watching, measuring. They're deciding if you belong. One night, a runner disappears. No explanation. His phone goes dark. His apartment empties in 12 hours. No one says his name again. You understand the lesson. This system doesn't forgive mistakes. It replaces them. So you run faster, you stay quieter, you stop asking yourself what's inside the bags, and eventually, someone notices. Level 2. The street collector. You count money in the back of a laundromat at 1:40 a.m. Stacks of 20s sit in rubber-banded bricks across a folding table. The machines are still running to make the place sound alive. 3 dealers wait while you count. They don't speak. You control the ledger now. That's your job. Every corner, every basement poker game, every late-night pill exchange in this district reports numbers through you. You collect the city's small rivers of cash before they flow upward. On paper, you work for a cleaning company. In reality, you manage 8 blocks of the underground economy. Each dealer owes a percentage, 20% of product, 30% of profit. No exceptions. You carry a small notebook. Real names never appear in it. Only numbers, code words, dates. If someone falls short, you don't yell. You remind them. Once. If they fall short again, someone else reminds them. That reminder usually breaks bones. The first time you witness it, you watch from the driver's seat of a black sedan. 2 men pull a dealer into an alley. 3 minutes later, he crawls out holding his ribs. The next week, he pays everything he owes, plus interest. You learn another rule: violence is currency, but it's not the most valuable one. Information is. You know who sells what, who owes who secretly works both sides, and information moves upward faster than money. Your weekly collection averages $60,000. You skim nothing, not because you're honest, because someone above you counts too. They always count. The man above you is called Marco. You've met him twice. He doesn't raise his voice, doesn't threaten. But the room feels smaller when he walks in. He asks simple questions. Who's slipping? Which corner is getting attention? Which cop is getting greedy? You answer carefully. Your words shape decisions now. That realization changes something in your mind. You're not just running the system anymore. You're feeding it. And systems reward people who feed them well. 6 months later, Marco calls again. This time you're not collecting money. You're running territory. Level 3. The block manager. The gun on your hip isn't for shooting, it's for signaling. Power needs symbols. At this level, you manage people. 22 dealers, 4 collectors, 2 drivers, 3 lookouts who sit on rooftops pretending to smoke. Every one of them answers to you. Your territory covers 14 blocks. It produces roughly $300,000 a week in underground revenue. Drugs, sports betting, illegal poker rooms, a quiet strip club that launders money through overpriced champagne. You enforce rules, no selling to kids, no random violence, no drawing attention. This city's underground economy survives by staying organized. Chaos invites police. Police destroy profit. You hold weekly meetings in a shuttered warehouse near the river. No phones allowed. Everyone speaks quickly, directly. You decide who gets new supply, who loses territory, who gets replaced. The decisions weigh heavier now. One dealer keeps skimming product. You give him 2 warnings. The third time, Marco sends someone else. The man disappears. Your dealers don't ask where. They only ask if they can keep selling. You say yes. Business continues. That night you stare at the ceiling for hours, not because someone died, but because you realized something. You felt nothing. The system is changing you. Your name begins circulating beyond your district. Other managers mention you. Reliable, disciplined, quiet. The 3 qualities that matter most in this ecosystem. One night, Marco drives you across the city. Downtown towers glow like a separate world. He parks outside a steakhouse where dinner costs more than your first month's rent. Inside, 3 men sit at a private table. They don't look like criminals. They look like investors. And suddenly you understand something terrifying. This system is bigger than streets. Much bigger. Marco leans close. You're ready for the next level. Level 4. The operations architect. Your office sits above a logistics warehouse near the harbor. On paper, it distributes imported furniture. In reality, it distributes everything else. Containers arrive twice a week. Each holds millions in product. Cocaine hidden inside coffee shipments. Counterfeit electronics packed between real ones. Pills sealed in medical equipment crates. You oversee the entire pipeline now. Dock workers, truck routes, warehouse inventories. You know exactly how long a shipment stays invisible before someone might notice. Usually 36 hours. After that, it's already spread across the city. Your weekly operation moves close to $4 million in product. Profit margins hover around 35%. Money flows upward through shell companies and real estate purchases, apartment buildings, car washes, construction firms. Every business hides another layer. You hold meetings with accountants now, lawyers too. They speak the language of legitimacy, taxes, invoices, corporate ownership. The underground economy merges with the legal one until the line disappears. This level teaches a new truth. Violence keeps order, but paperwork keeps power. You also start hearing whispers about other cities, networks, alliances, rival groups that want your territory. One night, a shipment vanishes. $900,000 worth of product gone. No explanation. Your stomach tightens. You investigate quietly. Within 48 hours, you find the leak. A driver selling information to a competing organization. You arrange a meeting in a parking garage. You bring 2 men. The driver brings excuses. They last about 20 seconds. When it's over, the garage echoes with silence. You stand there staring at the blood spreading under fluorescent lights, and you feel the shift happen inside you. Not guilt, not fear, clarity. If you don't enforce the rules, the system collapses. And if the system collapses, so do you. Marco watches you closely after that. 2 months later, he stops giving you orders. Instead, he asks your opinion. That's when you realize something else. You're no longer part of the machine. You're helping design it. Level 5. The underworld broker. Your phone rings constantly now. Not runners, not dealers, powerful people. You don't manage corners anymore. You manage relationships. 3 major organizations operate inside the city's underground. They used to fight. Now they negotiate through you. You broker peace, supply routes, profit splits, territory boundaries. One meeting can move millions of dollars. One mistake can start a war. You sit at tables with men who command hundreds of workers. No one raises their voice. Everyone knows the cost of escalation. Your role is simple: keep the city profitable. A peaceful underworld earns more than a violent one. You also manage something else now: politicians. 2 city council members owe favors through quiet campaign donations. A police captain receives $20,000 every quarter through a consulting contract. A zoning official fast-tracks permits for businesses connected to your network. Corruption isn't loud. It's quiet. Signed documents, private meetings, subtle promises. You control influence across the city. But the higher you climb, the fewer people you trust. Your circle shrinks to 5 individuals. Everyone else is temporary. Even Marco. Especially Marco. Because you've noticed something, his calls are becoming less frequent, and yours are becoming more important. Then one night, Marco disappears. No warning, no explanation. His house is empty, his accounts frozen, his drivers vanish. The system absorbs him like he never existed, and suddenly, every call comes to you. Level 6, the authority. They call you boss now, not to your face, but you hear it. Your network controls almost every illegal market in the city. Drugs, gambling, extortion, high-end smuggling. Blackmail operations run quietly through private clubs downtown. Your weekly revenue passes $12 million. Half moves through real businesses. The rest travels in cash shipments to accounts overseas. You meet with accountants who specialize in hiding fortunes. The numbers become surreal. $80 million in property holdings. $140 million in offshore accounts. You could disappear tomorrow and live comfortably for 5 lifetimes. But you don't leave, because power is addictive. More addictive than any drug your dealers sell. You also learn something new. Power attracts predators. 2 rival organizations attempt to move into your territory. Not violently, strategically. They buy businesses, recruit dealers, offer better prices. You respond differently. You invite their leaders to dinner. A private room, no guards, just conversation. You explain the rules of your city. They listen carefully, because they know something you've already learned. War destroys profit. Negotiation preserves it. They agree to stay out. And just like that, your authority expands beyond borders. But authority comes with constant paranoia. You change vehicles every week, never sleep in the same apartment twice. Your security team rotates every 3 days. You trust systems, not people. At night, you sometimes stare at the skyline wondering when you stopped being human. When everything became numbers, territory, control. You no longer remember the kid who ran bags through empty streets, but the system remembers, and it keeps pushing you higher. Level 7, the Invisible King. You rarely appear in public now. Your operations run through layers, managers, advisors, lawyers, business partners who don't ask questions. Most of the city's underground decisions happen without you speaking, because everyone already knows what you would say. That's real power. Your network now influences legal industries, nightclubs, construction, waste management, private security. If a building project starts anywhere downtown, your companies supply something. Concrete, labor, permits. Money flows quietly from legitimate contracts into darker channels. You've become part of the city's infrastructure. Untouchable, or so it seems. But something changes at this level. Silence grows louder. Your phone rings less. Your meetings shrink. You spend long hours alone in penthouse offices staring at spreadsheets and security reports. You have everything the system promised. Money, respect, fear, control. But power builds walls. Friends disappear. Family keeps distance. Every conversation feels transactional. You've built an empire that no longer requires your presence, which leads to a terrifying thought. If the system doesn't need you, why are you still here? Level 8. The Ghost, above the city. You stand on a balcony overlooking the skyline at 3:11 a.m. The streets below glow with traffic lights and late-night taxis. Somewhere down there, deals are happening. Money is changing hands. Violence is being negotiated. All of it inside the system you built. You rarely intervene anymore. Decisions move through layers of hierarchy you designed years ago. Your name is rarely spoken. New workers don't even know you exist. They believe the system runs itself. In a way, it does. Your wealth exceeds $300 million now, most of it hidden in real estate portfolios and offshore trusts. You could leave anytime, disappear into another country, start over. But leaving means something worse than death: irrelevance. So you stay, a ghost watching an empire operate without you. Sometimes you review old records, the first ledger you ever kept, numbers scribbled in cheap ink, street corners, small payments. It feels like another lifetime. The city continues moving, endlessly, unaware of the quiet architect above it. And somewhere across town, a phone vibrates at 2:13 a.m. A young man answers. A voice tells him to get dressed. There's a bag waiting, a red door, a simple delivery. He walks through dark streets with nervous eyes and a pounding heart. He thinks it's just a job. He doesn't understand the system yet, but he will.